Hi, we're joined today with Caroline. She's going to show us a short barre program that you can do either at home or in the office, and all you'll need is a small chair. So we're going to get started with warming up, standing in parallel and going with neck rolls, rolling the head around. If you have neck issues, any cervical issues, don't bring the head back behind you. Just stay from the shoulder down towards the chin. One more time, and she's going to soften her knees and 4 big shoulder rolls back. Soft knees, not over elevating your shoulders. And then she's going to take that right to the front for 4. And side sway, stepping out to the side. You can use your arm or not. The point is just to stretch the waistline. 1 more each side. Moving right into body swings. Parallel body swings. I'm going to move to the side to show this to you. She's going to flex or bend her back, and then she's going to stand straight up, pulling those tummy muscles in as she moves into the flex and the round. Let's do 1 more of those, Caroline. As I move back forward, step in wide, second position. 4 plies, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. So warming up your legs, we'll get 1 more. And I'm going to have her hold that second position plie, or this wide bend, pulsing for 8. So we're going into our first little cardio block, and she's going to curtsy back with one of her feet and drop her chest down. Hold that position for me, Caroline, and pulse for 8. Tummy in, nice long neck, and then she's going to lift her chest up and pulse for 4. There we go for 4. 3, 2, and step it back for 4. 3, 2, and up for 2 here. 2 up, 2 back. Now she's going to single it out. 1 up and 1 back. So this is going to start to pull that heart rate up. You can choose just to stay in the pulses. She's got 4 more of these. 4 and 3. Pull your seat back. 2. Soften your neck. And 1. Now she's going to jump between the second position and the curtsy. Don't do this if you have foot, ankle, knee, back, neck issues. Just keep stepping. 4 more, Caroline. 4 and 3. So the heart rate's starting to lift. Last 2. And now she's going to hold second position and pulse for 8. 8, 7, 6. Good. And she's going to work that opposite side. Last 2, step it back and pulsing here. So make sure you're pulsing from your hips, not from your knees, and then bringing it up for 4. 3, 2, step it back for 4. 3, 2, up for 2. Back for 2, and stepping through the singles 8 times. Keeping your range of motion shorter. If you have knee issues, you don't have to go as deep as she's going here. Let's take 3 more. And 2. Very good, and jumping between the 2, or not. Make sure your tummy muscles are pulled in. Of course, it's a Pilates-based program, so we know those core muscles are in. 2 more. And last time, good, rising on up, shaking it out. She's gonna move to the chair for our first toning block in the thighs. So she's gonna stand in parallel with her feet all the way together. Lift those heels up, and then keeping your legs straight, dropping the heels halfway down and pumping up a little bit quicker for me. Up, up, up. So the tempo of this program is definitely quicker because we're trying to keep that heart rate up, and it's running an interval system here so that the heart rate is going to rise on the cardio burst. It's going to come down a little bit on the sculpting areas, but we're still moving a little bit quicker than normal. And Caroline's aiming for 32, so let's pretend like there's just a few more here to make 32. She's going to hold the heels up, and then she's going to begin to bend the knees just a little bit and then stand right back up. A little quick here. So she's not going to be able to get really deep in her knee bend because of the tempo that I'm asking her to keep up, but you can definitely slow this down as needed. And just a nice side view here. We're aiming for 16. See how she's keeping her chest lifted and not falling forward, keeping the midline nice and tight. Why don't we get 2 more of these, Caroline? Hold that next down position and pulse down, 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 down. Squeeze your knees and your ankles together. If you feel like it's too much load on your foot, come off your toes a little bit towards the ball of the foot. Keep the shoulders back and down, the head light, the abs in, the tailbone dropping down to the heels. Let's get about 3 more of those. And then holding your next knee bend or pulse down, drop your heels down and up. Down and up, quick, quick. Good, squeeze those knees together. Draw the abs in. Make sure the shoulders aren't rising. There we go, squeeze them together. Let them come all the way down and all the way up. There we go. So this is one that you're going to start to feel the burn. So you should be starting to feel a little quiver in your thighs here. Yes, she says yes. Let's take just a few more. And then she's gonna stand up and take a quick stretch. I would pause the video here and do that whole entire series in a V position, heels together and toes open. Very good. So now she's gonna move into a cardio block. So let's turn forward and go into second position, nice and wide. Plie, stand up, releve. Good, so she's gonna drop down and up. Kind of quick like here. So remember, we want that heart rate to rise. So she's adding the arms, which is gonna pull the heart rate up. Let's go for 2 more. Hold the next one with the heels up, move into a plie or a knee bend and pulse your hips down for 8, 7, 6, 5. You can either continue these pulses or drop your heels and jump in place. Here we are for 8. Good, so she's keeping those knees bent. She's not stretching those legs all the way up. So that's gonna be more challenging. And she's gonna go right into that again. Ready? Drop the hands down and rise to the toes. Let's take 6 more. Up. Use your first and second toe. It's gonna be tempting to roll out. Last 3. And 2, tummy in, and 1, lift those heels up and pulse it for 8. It's a traveling plie. 3, 2, drop your heels and jump in place for 8. Remember to continue pulses if you need to. 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Stand up, take a moment to take a breath. We're gonna move back over to your chair and work on your seat. So she's gonna move on over to our chair. She's gonna stand in first position. Heels together, toes open. Okay, and then she's gonna shake that left leg and cross it behind the standing leg, bending both knees. Very good. So she has that keep going for me, Caroline. So she has that left foot hovering when she's in this upright position, but you can certainly tap the floor with your ball of your foot if you need to. She's keeping her left leg bent. As she stands, the right knee is bending, but as she's dropping her chest down, the right leg is straightening. So she's basically stepping into that leg, keeping the left leg nice and bent and turned out at the hip. And she's dropping her chest down, but you can keep your chest up if that's better for you. Let's go ahead and pretend like this was 16 and hold the next one, and we're gonna pulse that knee up, up, up. So she's super silent in her pelvis, so there's no arcing in her back or bobbing in her upper body. The movement is really occurring here in her seat. And I would go for 16 of these pulses, holding the next one, and then moving your legs slightly across you. Good, there we go. And these nice, beautiful pink pants here, we can really see Caroline working the center of her bottom. So we're shaping all the different little areas of your bottom. Make sure that you're not death gripping your chair, letting your stomach hang out, and that you're not putting too much stress in the back of your standing leg knee. So let's just do 2 more, and she's gonna continue working on this side. She's gonna stand and tap her ankles, bending her standing leg, and then stretching the left leg back in arabesque. There we go. So again, I want you to think about a rubber band. So it's like you're releasing the rubber band and then you're stretching it. So as much as her foot is stretching to me, her head is stretching up over the chair, keeping that nice long line. And this is very rhythmic, so as she is moving into an up tempo here, but remember, you can keep this slower. Very good. And let's pretend like this is 16. Hold that leg up and pulse your leg up and up. She has her hip turned out just a little bit, which is completely fine and I think normal for arabesque. But if you have lower back issues, you might keep your headlights of your pelvis turned down and pulse from a more neutral pelvis position. Let's take just a couple more here. Very good. And then we're going to release. Now we're going to have you pause the video here. Take a stretch here, Caroline, maybe a figure 4 stretch, so that you can get the opposite side. So I would repeat that whole series on the opposite side. We're going to move into another cardio burst for skiing. So standing forward, let's start slow here. Hands to the hips, just side tap from side to side. Knees stay soft. A little bit quicker here. Quick. Yeah. And then start to kind of jump from one foot to the other. And then begin to stretch one leg behind the other leg. Good, crossing the center. And now swinging the arms in the direction that you're crossing the leg towards, dropping the chest down. So this may be enough work for you here. The wider you jump, the more you stretch the leg back, the more the heart rate comes up. Let's get 4 of these, Caroline, from here. So 4 and 3 and 2, and then she's gonna stand up and do 4 baby jacks. So jumping for 4 and 3 and 2. Let's show that again. 4 skis, skiing back here for 4 and 3 and 2, standing upright here, and 4 jacks. Very good, and then bringing it to the center. Good. She wants to do one more. She wants more cardio. Go ahead and roll down for us, Caroline, and just take a moment to stretch. This is the type of work you'd see in our barre classes here, very cardio-driven and sculpting. You're going to get more sculpting as we add in our resistance bands, our balls, our circle bands, small weights, and we hope that you'll join us for barre, and this is something great that you can do in between. Thank you.